Curious what the difference is between single family home versus multifamily homes when you are doing your search? Stick around for the question of the day today. What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the hot list. I come to y'all Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we hang out for a little while. We talk about properties that are new to the market, been on the market, had a recent price reduction, or something unique about the property I want to share with you guys and that I think y'all should know about the property. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by you guys, the viewers, as well as we think and talk about our sponsor of the week. So jumping right into it, the property we're talking about today is 1027 Garfield Street. I've included a link in the description. All you got to do is click that link and it's going to take you right to my website and you can check out the property for yourself. It's a ranch style house. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath house. It does have an attached 2-car garage, about 2,800 square feet. Currently listed at $179,900, courtesy of Farm and Home Real Estate. Now this property is on a quiet, established street here in town, kind of a northwest location. It's got a full finished basement. It does have a 4th non-conforming bedroom in the basement as well. There's nice hardwood floors. They look absolutely amazing throughout the house. It's got a large kitchen and a pretty good sized yard as well. The yard is also fenced in, does have a patio out back, and then like a kind of a L-shaped bench along the patio. So it's very cool. No shortage of seating on the patio. So make sure that you guys check that out. Before we get to the question of the day, I do want to recognize and thank our sponsor of the week this week. Each and every week, I do like to recognize and thank our sponsors who are willing to, number one, be a sponsor and support my podcast, my show, because without their support, can't necessarily do this. And I just want to thank them. So this week's sponsor is My Country 99.5. So make sure that you tune in to the home team with Travis SCHWEGER from Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. on My Country 99.5. Travis is a hell of a guy. I have known him for a very short amount of time. He is a veteran, same as I am, which means we hit it off right away. He's one of those guys that after I get through talking to, I feel like I've known him for years, and he's just one of those guys that you can just hang out with. He is very, very down to earth, very cool. So make sure you check out his show from 6 to 8 p.m. on My Country 99.5. Awesome show, and I know he does the best he can and works his ass off to put that show on for you guys. If you would like to be a sponsor of the week, please feel free to reach out to me either through Facebook. I've also included my cell phone number. That is the only number I have. So just call or text me and I'd be happy to speak with you about being a sponsor for the hot list. All right. Question of the day. Again, just a reminder, the question of the day is submitted by you guys, the viewers. So everybody that is watching this, every question that I've answered for a little over a year now. That's right. It has been a little over a year since I have started doing the hot list. And in that time, the questions that I have answered have all come from you, the viewers. So I greatly appreciate it and want to thank each and every one of you for submitting your questions. If you have a question you would like answered, please message me through Facebook. You can click on the link. It'll take you to my website and you can get a hold of me through there as well. And again, phone number is listed there so you can call or text me. Is looking at a single family home versus a multifamily home any different? So with this question, there are a few things to get into right off the bat. Obviously, single family home is what most of us think about when we think about real estate, because these are family homes. These are primary residences, and they have they call it single family home because there's single door. Multifamily homes are going to be something like duplexes, threeplexes, apartment buildings, and even condos to a certain extent, because there is more than one door. So depending on the needs as well as properties available, it is possible to find other types of properties that may be better suited to you if a single family home is not something that you're interested in. For example, I mentioned the duplexes, condos, and then there are some other properties out there that have both a commercial as well as residential aspect to it. Either way, there are going to be financing options available. Today, I'm just going to cover three of the major things to consider when you're not going to be financing a single family home, looking at the multifamily route itself. So number one is going to be borrowing differences. While the multifamily homes, these properties are not exactly rare. They are usually outnumbered by the single family homes in any given area. That's just typical, the nature of the beast. This is why loans that many of us are familiar with are geared more towards the single family rather than the multifamily, again, because there's just more of the single family type homes. Now, with a multifamily loan, there may be some additional hurdles that you may have to jump through and that y'all need to be aware of. Number one is lenders may have different requirements based on what type of multifamily property it is, or lenders may not offer loans for multifamily units. I haven't seen this very often. I have heard that they are out there. So just get with your lender and ask them if they even do this off the bat as you're working for a pre-approval. So again, this does not mean that the loan options aren't out there. Just be prepared for a different type of overall loan experience with multifamily versus single family, especially if this is going to be your first time going through the multifamily process. Difference number two is going to be loan options. Generally, many of the same options are available for multifamily condos or other properties, because the Federal Housing Administration and the Department of Housing and Urban Development do have loans available. They are commonly used for single family homes, but both these entities, these are just two entities as an example. These do offer loan programs for multifamily. There are some local and national lenders that will offer loans for it as well. Again, just be aware that there's going to be different qualifications to get those loans for multifamily approved versus the single family. And finally, number three, qualifying for a loan. There's going to be specific qualifications, and they may vary by lender. The most common ones I'm just going to cover real quick here. And just know these are going to be the most common ones that are going to be considered during a pre-approval and qualification process. Larger down payments than what would typically be used for a single family purchase. So with conventional loans, single family, a lot of them like to see at least 20% down. There are some programs that help you out with that. With the multifamily, there are times it may be more, or they may require more than just that 20% down. Also, they reserve requirements of at least 2% as high as 6% of the unpaid principal balance. So that means you would have to have, let's say, 2% of the property you're looking at in reserves in your bank account or cash on hand for the unpaid balance, principal balance. For multifamily properties, there also may be a cap on the loan amount, and that could be calculated on a per unit basis. So it may vary on, a duplex versus an apartment complex. There also may be a minimum or maximum number of units within a property. So depending on what you qualify for, what type of funds that you have, if you're looking at a 40 unit apartment building, then, if you're capped and there's that max number of units, that lender may only say, well, we'll do this, we'll approve you, but it's going to be for 18 units, not 40. And then, of course, restrictions on any repairs that may be needed for the property as well. Single family homes, sometimes you can get a 203K that allows you to do like a construction for that. May not necessarily be the case for a multifamily, and they may expect that work to be done by a licensed professional, or if you're capable of doing the work before they do some type of pre-approval. For additional qualifications, there may be some other ones that will be required by the lender for the or before the approval of the loan. For example, the amount of the loan. They may lower the amount of the loan based on the dollar amount that you have, as well as what you're looking for. Higher credit score. They're not necessarily going to approve you on a $500,000 apartment building if you've got, not so great credit. And then you may need some type of cosigner or guarantor to sign off on this as well. Again, this is going to vary by lender, and everything I just covered is all general terms. So just keep that in mind. It's going to vary by situation, vary by buyer, vary by lender. So just get with your lender. So again, these are going to be general to start the process. If you're looking for something, then by all means, just please let me know. Reach out to me. Spend some time looking for the best loan option as well as lender for you as well as your situation. If you're not sure, just not sure where to start, just give me a call. I'm happy to help however I can. And just also remember, this is extremely important. These loans are typically borrowing more than you would on a single family home. So it is going to come with more restrictions. Just keep that in mind. So that's what I got for you guys today on the hot list. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Please feel free to call me. Thank you guys for tuning in with Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in here tomorrow.